Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward. Now, here is Hill. Dishes to Kaminsky. Offline with his three. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Hawkins passes to Hill. There's the pick. Evans outside. Here's Hawkins. Tries yet again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Badgers shooting their first free throws here tonight. That's good from Hawkins.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again. And with any championship game, you know that every player going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Duncan kicks to Freak. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Freak's got his second basket of the game.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And Fisher kicks to Wade. Sinks that one from the post. Wade's got his first bucket in this one.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Frazier with a screen on Fisher. Calderon in the corner. Freak sets a screen for Calderon. No luck. Good work defensively by Conley. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill. And it's Gibson in at the four-man position. And that one's good from Fisher. Here's Freak.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Now, here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Fisher. Freak kicks to Calderon. Here's the screen. Cans it from downtown. Calderon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Outside Conley. Gibson up top. Over to the wing. The Badgers working the ball around now. Floats one. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. A platoon swap here for Kansas. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in at point guard. Also Duncan out there, and it's Gaines in at the 5. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4. Freak, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And the basket by Hill.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And for the Badgers, they've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Here's Hill following the basket by Freak. And it's Hill penetrating. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And the Badgers with possession here. Kicks to Decker. They double him with Freak. Outside Hill for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Hill's got the lead up to 2 now for the Badgers.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Hawkins, and it's blocked, but they recover it. Kaminsky dishes to Decker. Five to shoot. Goes back up. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there.
Here's Freak.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Boss is out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at the point. Conley kicks to Gibson. Got a hand on it. Freak with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Boss. The dish now to Freak. Passes to Boss. Now here's Oubre. Tight defense on him. And it's Freak missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And stolen by Freak.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lot to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Some changes for Kansas. Terry's checked in, and it's Duncan in for Lee. The Badgers making a switch here. .127 left here in the second half of the game. Hawkins, a screen on Terry. Evans attacking. Here's Hawkins. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Here's Freak. And the rejection by Evans. Hill passes to Evans. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Sticking too much.
Now the pass to Freak. It's good.
As much a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Here's Hawkins. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Freak.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation. Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Terry with a screen on Hawkins. 12 seconds left here in the second half of the game. 5 on the clock.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard. Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all tournament long. On behalf of the entire 2K Sports team and this crew in particular, this is Kevin Harlan